Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to Dan Overboard. My name is Dan, and if you have been following my previous videos, you know that I am someone who is very soon going to be working on my first cruise ship. My first cruise ship. It'll be my first time on a cruise ship. It'll be my first time working as a crew member on a cruise ship, and I am very much looking forward to it. As you can see by the title of this video, I am in a bit of a limbo state at the moment. I haven't heard any updates from my recruiter or team. Don't know exactly where I stand. I got my official offer about a month ago, maybe over a month ago. Actually, that was back in March, so it's over a month ago. And I haven't really heard a whole lot of updates since then. I did complete my marine medical examination. I did complete my criminal background check. I've done a few other things, but I haven't really heard much since then. Actually, I've heard nothing since then. Usually, I'm the kind of person who will contact my new employer to hear some updates or some processes and the next steps that are going on. However, I understand that the team that I'm working with is obviously very busy. They've got a lot going on, given the cruise industry and the pandemic still raging its war against all humanity. So I've kind of stepped back and decided to not contact them at this time because I don't want to be that guy right now. I don't want to send another email and just be another person who's asking possibly mundane questions. Yes, I do have a contract. Yes, it's supposed to be starting in a little bit. I haven't heard anything. I don't know when my flights are. I don't know what I'm meant to prepare for. I don't know much else other than I'm just in limbo and waiting at the moment. Now, this obviously has me quite concerned, given, like I said before, about the state of the cruise industry at the moment, that, as you may have heard, some cruise lines and cruise ships are actually pulling out right now. They're canceling cruises, they're canceling paths and routes at the moment, derouting to other ships and other ports. You may have heard that the Resilient Lady of Virgin Voyages has been delayed by potentially a full year. It's not going to be sailing this year as it was meant to in 2022 for its inaugural launch, and it's probably delayed until even third quarter of 2023, which is technically a year, maybe more from now. I think it might be in spring of 2023 that it's going to set off, which sets back a lot of people, obviously, even though it is a different cruise line and a different ocean than I may be in. It still has me concerned because what about my path? What about my updates? What about my contract and my job that's supposed to be happening as well? Obviously, I feel very sorry for the people who had hopes and dreams of either being guests and sailing on these cruise lines, and the workers who were meant to be working on these cruise lines. A lot of people had plans and changed their lives around to make it on board, only to find out that their ship is not sailing. So even before then, and of course when I heard that news, amongst the other cruise line news that constantly comes out day after day and changes and updates, I did a little bit of research and I thought, well, how does this affect me, obviously? Given that I haven't heard anything, I'm still hoping that my contract will fulfill itself and I'll be on board sooner or later. Now, given that I haven't heard anything, maybe no news is good news. Maybe there isn't news to share at the moment, and because there's no news, maybe things are just moving forward as usual, and that's what I'm hoping for. So right now, and for the past number of weeks, I've just been waiting. Yes, I've been feeling anxious, I've been feeling antsy, a little uneasy, wondering what's going to happen. Of course, I could just contact my recruiter at any time. I'm sure there wouldn't be a problem. They've been very nice and accommodating and quick replies up to this point, but I figured once they've given me the information that I need, they will contact me. Right? So when I first heard about the Resilient Lady and a few other ships, I kind of thought that it might have been a staff shortage or even a lack of sales from the passenger side. However, it turns out that the ship itself is still not fully built. It's still not in a full operational stage in order to make its inaugural sailing. Actually, Virgin, I believe that they had said that it was more related to supply chain issues, and it is a very wise decision, of course. I would not recommend rushing and launching a ship just for the sake of media or publicity or anything else, because that is 100% going to backfire. It is better to wait, launch when it's appropriate, and do it at full steam. Now, I will not be working with Virgin, so this doesn't necessarily affect me, Not directly, however, very much indirectly it does. Virgin is going to be seems like a pretty big player in the cruise industry, launching these new cruise ships, launching one which was supposed to be this year, it's actually next year, and years beyond. So they're going to be a big key player out in the oceans and the open seas. And like I said, as this doesn't directly affect me, indirectly it does, because if one ship pulls out, actually maybe that's a good thing. Less competition? Some industries thrive on competition, of course. Very active and very competitive competition can actually thrive an industry altogether. And you may have also seen Virgin in the news about their recent no kids policy on any of their cruises. I'm going to leave a link in the description that links to one of their marketing ploys, which I think is a great clip. You tell me what you think in the comments down below. Now, Virgin Cruise Lines delaying their Resilient Lady launch does not affect me. I'm not a kid, but I also won't be working with them either. Still, it has me thinking about my own contract and my own plans. Princess Cruise Lines also announced that they would be pulling out a few of their cruise ships as well. For both Princess and Virgin, I'll leave a couple links of articles down below and you can read for yourself. Beyond that, as I said, I'm just waiting at the moment to hear more updates for my own contract and path to play out. My employer will be contacting me in due time with updates and the next steps, and I'm very much looking forward to that. That's my video for today. Thank you very much for joining me. If you have other updates that I'm not aware of and you feel like sharing, please let me know. Leave a like, leave a comment, leave a subscription. See you in the next one, and I'll see you overboard.